What was like the bread like on those gigs? Like, and what was your favorite gig?
It was literally bread.
It was bread. Yeah.
We got a lot of free food.
Welcome to Showing Off with Brian Newman and Angie Pontani, the podcast where we peel back the curtain, kick open the dressing room door, and get into the scene behind the scenes in the showbiz journey. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. What's up? We're welcome back to Showing Off.
Another Showing Off.
We have some great guests today.
I am insanely excited.
Classic. That's all I can say.
It's gonna be an amazing episode, and this was spawned because I've been going through like a lot of old stuff at home, like giant Tupperwares of VHS tapes, mini DVDs.
Oh, I know, they're everywhere.
Floppy disks. Yeah. I don't know, and I'm like,
floppy disks.
I swear to God, there's a floppy disk in there or a zip drive. I don't even know what these things are anymore, but I'm trying to convert them, and we've been going through a lot of old footage, which has brought back some very exciting memories. So we're gonna take a little stroll down memory lane.
Yeah.
But before we stroll down memory lane,
let's check out the mailbag. Let's see. Let's mix them up. I'm not gonna look at it. Let's take this blue.
Pick a good one. What you got?
Listen, I have no control. Oh, okay. This is from Ella in Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati.
What made you decide to do a podcast?
Oh,
it's a good question.
That is a good question.
Why don't you go first, babe?
Okay. Brian and I love to talk. We love to talk to each other. I've done other capsule podcast projects, and they were really fun. Mm-hmm. And we just feel like it's like a nice medium to kind of show off all of our really cool friends and the way we live, which can be pretty, mystifying to some people, I think.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool little behind the scenes. You get to know a bunch of other people that are in this industry or surrounding industries that just kind of like, what I love doing the Garage Tracks interviews I used to do during the pandemic.
Totally.
Like just talking to people about what makes them tick, what makes them do the showbiz that they do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fun one. Great question, Ella.
Sharing stories.
Yeah, sharing stories.
Speaking
baby.
of stories, we have so many to tell.
I know. Let's keep this intro short.
Okay.
So we can get right into the blasters.
Guys, you're gonna.
Do you want to say it, or do you
want me
to say it?
Oh my God, I have to say it. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna say the full.
Today, we have Neo-Burlesque pioneers, the punk rock Rockettes, the most amazing dance troupe ever, 3-person, same height girl dance troupe ever. Today, we have the world famous Pontani Sisters. Tara and Helen are coming on, and Brian is going to interview us.
They're going to be in the hot seat. I'm going to ask them the tough questions.
Yes, so let's get to it with the world famous Pontani Sisters.
Let's go. Let's take a second and hear from our friends who pay the bills around here.
Are you a burlesque performer looking to sharpen your skills? Sign up today for Building Burlesque, a limited online class series with me, Angie Pontani. Learn from my years of experience as we review a current performance piece from your repertoire and fine-tune it with expertise. I will help you level up your performance and give you the tools you need to enhance everything from choreography, costuming, lighting, and music. Let's get into it with Building Burlesque. Packages are available on angiepontani.com. That's angiepontani.com.
Welcome back to Showing Off. Oh man, this is fucking great. Let's get this party started.
Yes.
Normally I'm Ed McMahon and Angie is Johnny Carson, but today I am taking the helm.
Oh, yes.
I will be asking the questions.
Take the power.
I'm taking the power back. All right, but listen, we have the world famous Pontani Sisters here today, guys. Give them a round of applause. Add in the clapping. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, listen, you guys are Neo-Burlesque pioneers and one of the biggest visible forces in the burlesque revival. What was the goal for you guys? Like, did you start I know the story, but for people at home that are listening, what was the goal when you started dancing at Coney Island? And just give me the little rundown here.
I think it was very goalless.
Well, you wanted to be a star.
I wanted to be a star. I'm still working on it. But I think we did for sure. But it was kind of chasing a good time. These opportunities just came, and I think we took them. We had goals, but I think when it started at its inception, we did not have the intention to, I think, be, the Neo-Burlesque pioneers.
Oh God, I don't. Oh yeah, no. Our first gig was our official gig together was the Breakers, and when we were doing that, I thought we're going to do this gig and then that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the next 17 years of my life were going to be.
But the way that it started was, we had gotten asked by our friends, the Brooklyn Bombs, to put a number together for the boardwalk. So in Coney Island at the Mermaid Parade. So me and Tara and a girl that I worked with at New Woman magazine were just like, yeah, let's put this choreography together and make a number. We did it. And from that, like, it was really amazing.
We had so much fun.
We had like hundreds of people around us on the boardwalk
such a
cheering
party.
for us.
Yeah.
The boardwalk collapsed to the next day. It did.
God.
Cha-chas.
Oh,
But
Miss Cha-Cha was such a
yeah,
great
Cha-Cha's
bar.
was great. And he did great live entertainment in there.
Yeah, it was such a great time.
But after that, we got opportunities.
Yeah.
And so Tara and I were like, oh shit, we need to have an audition.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
how you found Helen, your long lost sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
go.
Rob from the Brooklyn Bombs was, because we didn't have a name.
No.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's the
World Famous Pontani Sisters. And we were like, yeah, that feels right.
Yeah, it definitely feels right.
Yeah.
For sure.
But so when I went to the audition, I didn't realize that I was going to become a world famous Pontani sister
Yep.
at the time.
Yeah.
So I was just auditioning for a dance thing. I moved to New York from Michigan, and I'm like, okay, same kind of dreams as Ange. Like, I want to be a star. I want to dance. And then I go to this audition.
But
and
wait,
I'm
what did the listing say?
like, oh my God.
And what was it on? Was it in the
Backstage
circular?
It was
magazine,
backstage.
the circular. Don't make me get up from this chair.
I'm right here, Ange.
It was in backstage in the paper.
It was in the newspaper.
We took out an ad in backstage.
We did.
Backstage.
So
Yeah.
I'm going through the ad, right? And like at this point, I had already been auditioning for like Broadway shows, and I'm going on these auditions, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm short. I have hips. Like, I'm seeing all these women that don't look like me in these auditions. And I'm holding my own, but I'm like, I just don't think this world is for me. And so I'm kind of getting, discouraged. And then I see this ad, and I'm not kidding. It was like something happened. Like the stars, everything lit up. And I was like, I think it said something about 5'2", showy and 5'2".
Yeah.
And like it was like, and something about I maybe I'm making this up now, but it was like featherhead dresses. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like, is someone speaking to me? Like, for real. So when I knew I was going to this audition, I'm like, I have no other choice but to get this, because if I don't get this, there's going to be nothing else that's showy and 5'2", because it was like literally describing
This is
me.
the late 90s.
Yeah.
This is 1999.
Yeah.
And I walked in and I
totally.
saw Ange and Tara, and I had no idea what was, what actually I was auditioning for exactly. I knew it was to do like a floor show, like
Because we had gotten this gig at the Breakers in
West Palm Beach.
Neutrinos. Was it for the
It was for the Neutrinos for New Year's Eve.
Flying
So we needed a
Neutrinos.
third
Yeah.
dancer because Sarah,
Yeah.
who we had at Coney Island, she was just like, she was a model booking agent. She was like, I can't go to the Breakers.
Yeah.
So that's what it was for.
Yeah. So then I answered the ad. I showed up, and then I got the job, thankfully.
Where was the audition at?
We
At, like, a
used
dance
Yeah, we
studio.
worked out of a dance
studio
studio on like
space.
23rd Street that we used to rent out of all the time. And the audition was huge.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah, it
like
was-
50 girls showed
We were
up
there
Wow,
all
wow,
day.
all day. And the audition piece was to Copacabana. I remember that. It was to the musical break in Copacabana.
So did you tap dance to Copacabana?
So
Or
I
what
did
was
tap.
the vibe?
So it was like a burlesque sort of movement piece that they choreographed. And
Oh, nice.
And so like Ange and Tara taught the choreography, and I, we're in a group of people. And then it kind of got pared down to one other girl. And
This
I
was
remember
basically like a chorus line audition. It was
I
like,
know.
Step
So, like,
forward.
they
You
really
are
did.
non-select.
We collected
Yeah,
headshots.
yeah. Oh, we had headshots. Yes.
Yeah, so
God,
I
it was crazy.
I
And
come
we had
in,
a callback.
yeah, so I come in and there was like I knew
my
there was one
gosh.
other girl that they were considering, and I'm like, I am going to get this job. I don't care what I have to do. If I have to throw
push her down
pearls
the
out on the
stairs.
floor
Yeah,
and
yeah.
knock her over, yeah. So I was, determined, and thankfully I did.
Yeah.
But there was a point that they did have like where you're like freestyle if you want, and
Yes,
I tapped
I remember.
dance. I was like,
Oh my God.
Oh, that's like an added bonus.
Let me tell you, that freestyle moment was one of the wildest moments of my life because some people got up there and
I heard this story.
we were just like,
Is this for real?
so much. There was one girl, she wore giant stripper heels, and she was like, she wears high heels when she dances.
That is
Oh,
seared
yeah.
in my brain. That
Hell-
is seared in my brain.
Helen, when you obviously, me and I are both from the Midwest.
Yeah.
When you started working with Angie and Tara, was it like a, I don't want to say culture, like what was the, like culture
Yeah,
shock,
fair.
like shocking, or
Shocking.
because I know, but I know you guys are like
Helen has broken up our
no,
fist fights.
you guys are like
Listen.
sisters now, but in the beginning,
I'm from Detroit. Okay?
yeah, no, I know,
No,
I
I'm kidding.
know, I know.
No, I I kind of like didn't realize that I think I was like obsessed with Italian American like culture. And I didn't even know I was until I was immersed in it. Yeah. And then I was like, now I think I want to be Italian. And somehow I made that dream. So not only did I get to dance and travel the world, but I became an Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I lived my dreams, okay? Like
it is amazing. Italian.
It's funny the things you can manifest.
And she did really well. Helen acted she passed in deep situations for many years
deep.
Because everybody
I
thought
even got
were
an
sisters.
Italian horn from Papa Pontani.
I
was gonna wear it here and I freaking forgot to pack it. I know. I don't want to talk about it.
I have two
with
on.
you
It's with me in
always.
spirit.
It's with you always.
Okay.
And Tara, you were in school. You were doing all these other things. You did like a travel abroad.
Dropped out of
you dropped out of graduate school.
It was a great choice.
Questioning that.
But then you
choice a
transferred.
little bit.
So tell me a little bit about how you got to work with Angie, work together with Angie. I mean, I know the story, but for everybody at home.
So, we were both in the city. I was at NYU. She ended up leaving NYU.
Did you stay at NYU?
Yeah, I graduated.
She graduated.
I graduated.
College graduate over here.
The only one over here. You graduated too.
I did graduate.
I'm going to graduate soon.
You're going to graduate soon.
Yeah. And Helen did too.
No, I didn't graduate.
You didn't?
No, this is the college dropout. So you have to
That's why we're sitting over here.
Dropouts.
Fucking losers.
shut up.
No,
We're
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But Ange got into Dutch Wiseman. When she left school, she started performing, got into a production that was really, really cool called Dutch Wiseman. And she's my best friend. So I was there.
Tara used to work coat check at Dutch Wiseman.
I was 19,
Yes,
20.
we
I couldn't even drink.
Yeah.
I was working the coat check, and I would step behind the bar. It was in their loft space that they converted into a performance space, and so I would just help out there. So I was kind of tagging on to Ange's really fun adventures. And the Pontani sisters kind of too. Like I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
She's like, I need a dancer. I was like,
I'll do it.
it.
Yeah.
We danced.
And you both did dance when you were in
I wasn't
middle school and high school.
I was not pursuing the arts when I came to NYU.
Yeah. What did you get your degree? What did you get your
My
degree?
undergraduate degree is in cultural anthropology. Yeah.
I think that's what made it so fun though too, because it was like I think Ange and I were like, we want to do this. Like
You were
this is what
locked
we're
in.
doing. And Tara was kind of like, I never even intended to be here, but now I'm here. And there was this fun aspect of that, like where it was like, oh my gosh, like Tara just landed here.
Just keep presenting themselves.
Yeah, and you couldn't say no because you're like, how can I say no to that?
Fun.
Yeah, I'm going to do Conan. I'm going to do this. How can you say? Yeah,
we get to go travel
a lot of
here.
fun.
Yeah, if you think about, I think it's important to think about the landscape of New York City nightlife at that time because it was really freaking fun, man. You could go into clubs and there'd be live entertainment of all different kinds. There'd be like dancing, like really great DJs. It was like so much looser and cooler than I think it is now.
I think it was when artists could actually afford to live here and live in a shitty apartment for $300, $400 a month and
we
thrive.
did that.
We did that. But we instantly got these opportunities at like Marion's. Like somebody saw us on the boardwalk.
How quickly did the Marion's? Yeah, so it happened.
It was instant.
Like instant.
We performed on that boardwalk, and it was like Deb Parker from Beauty Bar and Auto Bar. Wait, what was it called? No, Auto Shrunken Head. Pharmacy. She reached out to us, and Marion's found out about us, and it was like wildfire. And we want you to come here and perform.
Was there press there, or video? Was there anybody at the boardwalk that saw you that propelled that, or was it just all
Deb
just word of
Parker
mouth?
was there, and she saw us, and it started with her offering us a gig there, and then Marion's. I don't know how they found out about us.
Andrea found
Andrea
us.
Mantell, who was the manager there at Marion's, she found us and she wanted us. And so and we had this gig with the Flying Neutrinos at the Breakers.
46.
Well, Swing 46
and then
too.
we continued to perform at Swing 46.
But so that's why we needed to get another dancer. But then it was like the gigs just kept coming. We were working like 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
And it was the response was like wildfire.
Yeah.
We got so much press because everybody thought we were sisters, and we never thought like, okay, we're gonna lie to people. It was our act.
Yeah.
We're sisters.
It wasn't even thought about, but people took it so seriously. Like they were genuinely would come up and ask you questions about it, and like a lot of the Pontani, like what it was built around is some of the truth of the actual Pontani family. So it was super fun to be like, yes, I do love Elvis.
Yes. I grew up in
Even though I do, don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't love Elvis, but like they were obsessed.
Sinatra.
Like they had an Elvis lamp, the whole thing. you know, and so I was like, yes, Elvis is my favorite singer. And, you know, or like, what was another thing that was very Pontani?
Well, I just remember people just being like, you guys look alike, but
Yeah.
you not so much. It would always be like, I see the resemblance with them, but you don't.
yeah. And we're like, oh my God. Yeah. It was like,
things like that.
I didn't even know Helen's real name for like the first 5 years.
Well, you know, we did it, like, it became bigger than the moment.
And then we really struggled with it at times, like, oh my gosh.
Because we would reach a
people
point.
got let into our lives and we're like, they still think we're sisters.
Yeah. And
we were afraid we were going to like hurt their feelings by like telling them that we actually.
Oh, come on. It's showbiz. I mean, I know what
Yeah,
I'm
but no,
saying.
we went a little.
But people really
we were like,
believed it.
They were
people
inviting
believed
us
it.
over for dinner,
Because the
you know, and
story's
like
so everybody loves a good story.
And we got tons of press, like, because the press grabbed onto us straight away. Like, we were in all the papers. We were doing morning news shows.
Oh my gosh.
You know, just from what we were doing in nightclubs, which I think is really cool too, and also speaks to New York at that time because it doesn't really work like that anymore.
What was like the bread like on those gigs? Like, and what was your favorite gig?
It was
Like,
literally bread.
it was bread. Yeah.
we got a lot of free food.
We just ate a lot.
I think I can't even remember. What were we getting at Marion's? Like $300?
Well, I feel like Marion's went through a couple different like iterations.
I hope so, because we were there for a long time.
Like they put $3 on everyone's bill. Or
Yeah,
something.
oh, totally.
That's
Totally.
amazing.
Right?
Wow,
And people got mad at that.
Yeah.
Like, they were
But
like,
we
didn't
had
come
a
here for- we didn't
ledger,
know.
and Tara was like our accountant.
I was the bookkeeper.
And it's
Your
literally
treasury.
like a paper ledger. Do you still have it?
Oh God, no! You have to have
It's
it.
like I probably have it. It's a paper ledger, and we looked at it maybe when I moved.
$50, $100,
$50, $75,
Yeah.
$150
Yeah.
bucks.
Beginning.
You know,
But like everybody has their own role. Like everybody did their own thing. You guys obviously played the show together, but you worked cohesively together well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it became.
was it always gelling? Was it gelling from the beginning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gelled,
It
and we
became
evolved
like a
with
real.
it.
I mean, it was a real job where I quit. Like I had a day job. I
worked at
remember I let
Madison.
my day job go.
11
11
Madison.
I was working at 11 Madison Park.
Wow, the nice restaurant.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
like, they just were getting ready to promote me to head of reservations there. Now, it was pre when it went to the fame that it is now, but it was still like,
Yeah.
it was
Popular.
reputable.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a reputable restaurant. And I was just getting promoted to head of reservations. And I was like, I'm sorry, I need to quit. I'm going to go be a star.
and I remember you taking, because I would put together like packets to send to clubs like all over the place to get gigs, and like a VHS tape, like a printed out one sheet about us, and Helen would take it and mail them from 11 Madison Park. You used to take them in, and she would be like, I'm not mailing it in this insanely ridiculous. Like I remember you repackaged it because I would be just like you reusing old boxes and stuff.
Free postage.
I think we got free postage.
Yeah.
We'll talk about some of the, not pitfalls, but like, just like working together and.
I think we work together really well. And
Yeah.
this is what I think is like one of the keys to our success, because groups are really hard, you know? And if we go back to the audition, there was something about Helen that we really loved, because I remember the other girl very clearly. She was a beautiful dancer.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful dancer, and she had a very sweet energy, but Helen's headshot was like, it looked like a 20s, like ingenue. Like, so like all these girls are coming in with these headshots.
Like the basic headshot, and I was headshot, and
Helen's
I was like,
this.
I was like, I want a job that reflects this.
Pixie cut.
Yeah,
That's
you
why I
found
did
it.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was
Black
like, if
and
I have
white.
just a regular straight up black and white headshot, I was like, no, I'm going to do like 1920s.
Oh my God.
And hopefully
Yep,
someone
I
will
remember that.
appreciate it. And someone did.
It vibed.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when we started working together, we just worked together really well.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, as sisters, like we fought a lot, but nobody
I don't
leaves.
remember that. And
Yeah, okay.
Well, you said earlier that
There
Helen would
is-
break up fist
Helen
fights.
has broken
There
up.
is that thing, because I have a brother,
Yeah.
and there is that thing that with blood, for some reason, you can kind of cross the line. And
Yeah.
when you're not blood, you're like, I'm probably not going to say that. So I have
Yeah.
like that barrier where I wouldn't say
I definitely
certain
crossed
things.
many lines.
You know, even though there were times that I did too, but there was definitely that thing where I could be like the middle person, and it kind of like was perfect to actually not, like, to be a sister, but
Yeah.
to not.
Helen would
They grew
say,
up-
chihash.
Oh, yeah.
Chihash.
oh my God, that was like my kind
That
of
was like
fake-
code to chill out,
Yeah.
bitches.
Fuck out, bitches.
I was
Yeah.
chihash.
Chihash, chihash.
What
Let's
was
not
that?
say
Where did you
much
get
fun,
that
though.
from?
It kind of sounded Polish, even though I don't think it is.
Yeah.
My mom's Polish. I think my mom used to say chihash or
Yeah,
something. I don't
that's
know.
amazing.
That was
man.
like code for chill out. Chihash.
I love
it
it.
works sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless it was far gone, then yeah.
Was
Depends
there-
how much wine
There was
we
no
had.
coming
before.
back.
Exactly. Was there like critical moments in the timeline that like you guys that like that changed things for you? Like, was it Teaserama? Was it New York? Like, when did things like really kick? I know you said it happened really fast, but
yeah. Well, the instant like work in New York happened really fast to where we were really working like 4 or 5 nights a week.
We had a night at Galapagos.
Yeah, we had Galapagos. We had
the old
Windows on the World. Yeah, in Williamsburg.
Windows on the World. Yeah.
I think things that
5 nights a week.
I'd say like that there's 2 like immediate things that changed our trajectory, and I think it was Teaserama, which was the first Neo-Burlesque convention.
Were they calling it Neo-Burlesque then?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's happened a little bit later.
Yeah.
Once it caught more steam, I think that the press started to refer to that. But that was like Baby Doe was the promoter from San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And she called, literally, it's like phone call, hi, I'm Baby Doe in San Francisco. I heard about you guys. I'm doing this burlesque convention. Will you come to New Orleans for no money and do 300 performances at Howling Wolf? Could you do that?
I just think it's so amazing that like back then when there wasn't like Instagram or how Baby Doe heard of you through the press, through regular word of mouth. It's just an amazing
100%
thing.
word of mouth. It was word of mouth, and like you knew about burlesque happening in other little pockets. Like you knew it was in LA, you knew it was in New York, you knew there was some in New Orleans, but it was very like
Seattle.
We had MySpace, you know what I mean? So that's
Friendster
and Friendster. Oh my God,
Friendster, yes, dude.
I forgot about that. But we went to
Helen did our
Teaserama.
MySpace page, I think. Didn't you?
Helen's the one who told us about MySpace. She's like, guys, check this out.
Check this out. It's called MySpace.
I was always on.
Helen's
always
always
knew about
been
the new
technically
tech.
My friend Tom from MySpace.
I can see his picture so clearly.
Yeah.
But we went to Teaserama, and it was
We drove to New Orleans. We stopped on the way at Graceland.
Yeah, and we stayed at the Heartbreak Hotel.
We stayed at the Heartbreak
Was
Hotel.
this in the Volvo?
Oh, no.
This is when I actually started to really fall in love with Elvis, because I was being immersed into
an old minivan.
Did Mike
Ford
Mickelson get
Windstar.
it for you?
Yes. My dad's guy. My dad's guy got it for us.
My dad's guy,
and then
Mike
I took it
Mickelson.
over to the mechanic in Brooklyn, and I said, can this car make the trip to New Orleans? And he's like, I guess so. I don't know.
He's like, why are you
You'll find out.
We drove the Windstar to New Orleans. I remember showing up at the Tech, and we had a tap dance, and they're like, oh, the stage was carpeted. We got in the minivan, we drove
Went to Home Depot in New Orleans.
and we bought a plank of plywood, put it on the roof of the car. I'm
Like with,
sure
like-
not safe.
Oh,
No,
my
I
God.
definitely think it was like with
And
like some
drove
sort
back
of
to the
rope.
our
Howling
tap
Wolf.
board.
Wow.
And we tapped on a plywood board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this is what happened with the Pontani Sisters at Teaserama. There were all these performers from all over. It was this first Neo-Burlesque festival, and it was pretty chaotic. And, I don't even know if there was a set list. I don't even remember. But what I remember is being backstage, and the stage manager probably came back 5 times and was like, is anybody ready to go on? And we were always like, yeah. We
were
literally
always
had
dressed.
20 numbers.
Ready.
And we just, we literally did, I think, like 15 numbers.
Wow, because they
and
were
like all the
unorganized.
other acts were only
Very,
doing
but-
like 1 or 2 acts.
Yeah.
We really did do like
we were the
for real,
filler.
like,
We
we
were the
filler of the whole
we
show.
would go.
People fell in love with
People
us.
went nuts,
And that was
we
the
were
reception.
tight.
You guys, that was like a crush. You guys obviously crushed
Yeah, like
everywhere,
we
but,
knew,
like,
we felt the magic
Yeah.
in
It
the
was
room. Like you could
magical.
feel it. You could feel
especially
it.
around like-minded
magical.
individuals and right.
Well, and also one thing that the Pontani Sisters had going for them too is like, we were all very dedicated to it. We used to rehearse every day. We would have rehearsal. We would go over to Helen's. Her dad put up a mirrored wall in the basement.
He did.
And we would rehearse.
Yeah, the dance mirror.
And we would
Basement.
rehearse.
Yeah.
And then we would get into fights at rehearsal, and then we would just say, it's for the good of the dance. It's for the good of the dance. Because you
We
can't
were
correct
spending,
each other. You're going
like,
to kill each other.
At that point, we were spending all of our time together. Like it was sometimes like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like when we started, especially when we started touring. But even then, like it was rehearsals.
Yeah.
And then, getting
Always.
ready for shows.
Photo
and,
shoots.
Yeah, photo shoots, all that stuff.
But Teaserama propelled us nationally.
Teaserama did, and also there was a really good-looking guy in the audience with the Sun Studios.
He was a
shirt
cameraman.
on.
Yeah, I think I know
Right.
that guy.
And that's where I
He
met
comes-
my
he always drinks
husband,
all the beer at my
Kyle.
house.
Kyle was down there. Yes, he drinks a lot of beer to this day.
And do you
That's
know,
amazing.
We met him at
I can't-
Teaserama.
but
That's where I
Kyle was
met
there
him.
with
Did you fall in love
Luke.
with his Elvis-like chops?
We
back
were
then?
doing the Elvis number,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I remember
And you
looking out
both
in the
are
audience.
huge Elvis fans.
And I was like, did you see the guy in the Sun Studios t-shirt?
Yeah.
But then he
I
ended
remember
up being
that.
part of a film crew
Yes.
because then the next day, like there was all press and media there, and they were like, "Oh, Pontani Sisters, would you put on your tap shoes and come and walk around the French Quarter and tap dance with all the kids, like the busking?
You know how I sweat, right?
We were like, sure.
It was
And we did. We would do anything. Like, we were so
we did.
game.
We never said no.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
we
that's-
never
that's-
said no.
So
We were
there's
just-
footage
Oh my
somewhere of
God.
us busking in New Orleans.
Well, and one of Kyle's first memories of me is me saying, "Do you have a bounty? I am a sweat bomb."
I
needed to-
I never heard that story. I love
It was
that.
really hot.
Like
It was really hot.
sweating
love it.
Well, I mean, I remember you sweating,
love me
but
right
the
there.
bounty thing.
Oh yeah, he's like, I love a sweaty girl. But from that's when like we got calls like, come out to LA, come to Nashville.
Yeah.
You know, we went back to New Orleans like a billion times.
Yeah.
You know, like come to Atlanta, like just go and appear in these other
Oh my
people's
gosh,
shows.
yeah.
Is that what led you to like the straight jackets and stuff?
No, the straight jackets.
How did all that come about? Like, and nationally touring like that, like,
Well, we started to spotlight
yeah.
after Teaserama.
Yeah.
But at the straight jackets.
And who
really-
was doing all that for you? Booking? You guys were booking all that
Andrew's
stuff?
doing it.
I was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that was
She
Ramona
was-
around?
Was that
then?
Ramona?
That was Ramona.
When did
Oh, that was
Ramona-
Ramona Peralta. I'm sorry, that wasn't.
Ramona
that
Don't-
was
you're gonna give away the Ramona
Peralta.
secret?
No.
Oh, I give away Ramona. It's okay.
Ramona's, yeah. She's,
Ramona was our
was
booking
great.
agent. She was. I am Ramona Peralta.
Right. You would jump on and you have an alter ego and book
I
all
was
your
Ramona.
shows. Yeah.
Totally. So I would
Ange
book all
would
the
get
shows.
dressed up in a suit,
When I
like
would have
like a skirt suit set, and she would totally take calls. So she would be in the mindset.
Zoom wasn't around.
No,
then.
but
No,
I
but
was
she wouldn't-
acting.
No
Yeah.
profiles
She wanted
anywhere,
to be. She wanted to
nothing.
be in the mindset, so she would get dressed for the part
a
to
method
make the
actor.
call. Yeah, she's method.
Well, also because this is a time where like you can do deals all now on email, online. You never have to
Yeah.
talk to somebody.
really.
I
You
would have
call
to get on the
everyone.
phone.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
you
So I would
couldn't-
also be like, "Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Ramona."
Let me fax over.
Yeah, faxing, but I would put on a little like casual suit,
I remember
and I
Muriel
would
has
make my
funny
calls.
jokes
You've
about
got
Ramona.
mail.
Oh,
Like,
Muriel asked
Ramona-
Ramona to book him gigs.
Ramona's
Murray
a
would be like,
shut-in.
"Can Ramona take?"
What would Ramona do?
Ramona is a shut-in.
Ramona's just afraid she's agoraphobic.
She
doesn't
loves
leave the house.
horses.
She
Yeah,
loves
but
horses.
she's-
She loves horses. But Murray has asked Ramona
There's a whole
to book him
backstory
gigs.
for Ramona.
Oh yeah, we had a whole backstory. Ramona was a very good agent.
Yes.
by
So,
the way.
so
Probably
Ramona's
one of our
booking
best,
gigs.
to be honest.
But the straight jackets came through Windows on the World, and that's how.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
they literally were like, "We want to take you on the
Oh,
road with
that's-
us."
So we had a
Right.
weekly at Windows on the World, and
Yeah.
they came through, and they did. They said, "We want to take you on tour." And I remember, like a week later, their agent called. We had a meeting at Zaytunes, and he's
Oh
like,
my
"All right,
gosh.
going on the
I
road."
totally remember that.
I do.
Zaytunes, I love that
Yes.
place.
And we went on the road, and that's where we really learned how to
yeah, we
tour.
got some real
because
chops there.
they had it really together. They were
Yeah.
professional tours.
Will you let your sisters talk?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
just kidding.
Oh my God!
I'm just busting. That's just a joke.
was-
I'm just
I'm-
busting balls.
We're gonna chime in, don't worry.
Wow.
I love it.
She's a much better storyteller than
I'm
I
just
am.
kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Wow.
I'm just fucking busting your balls. It's all
All
right.
right. No problem.
Wait, Helen, make the noise.
She-ha.
Hush. Come on, that was fun.
She-ha.
Okay, but this is what my special skill
Tara will
was.
protect me.
Her loyalty is to me. Trust me.
Always.
No one can protect you with this three.
Oh no,
With
you're,
this
you're
three,
in trouble,
there's
Brian.
no protection for you. But that's how we learned.
Yeah.
We went out the straight jackets. We did Midwestern tours, and that's how we learned to like make the itinerary, book the hotels, plan out your drives. We would
yeah.
be in the office, like the three of us on two computers,
Yeah.
like
At the
What
monster.
office?
in my old apartment.
Oh,
Yeah, on 229. Right? Yeah.
man.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
totally
and we would
remember
send out
that.
press releases and
Do you remember too? Like I lived across the street from the post office, so anything that had to go to the post office, I would be the post office lady.
and it was the most dysfunctional.
Oh, it was the worst
post office
ever.
in
Yeah, but
Brooklyn.
yeah.
They would yell at you for mailing too many things.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Be like, you can't mail this much stuff
You're
at the
mentally-
post office.
Oh my God.
Mentally
No, it was
scarred.
horrible. Like, and then finally, this guy started working there, and I
but he
started
almost got
flirting
killed.
with him. And then, yeah, he almost
Oh, that post office at 229 is
Yes.
notorious.
because he would
Oh my
call me
God.
to the
Avenue.
front of the line. I would be in line. You'd be,
Yeah.
you guys experienced this
yeah.
too. You'd
That's
be in
like-
line,
that's
and
like
he'd
the
go.
worst post
He
office
knew
in
me, and he'd
life.
go, "Hey, call me to the front of the line." I'm like, "You can't do that. I'm gonna
Everybody
get
in the neighborhood's all
stoned."
pissed off.
Oh, they're gonna be like,
Oh,
yeah,
they were.
Please.
they were like, "Why are you letting her go in the front?" You know, like,
Pretend we
yeah.
couldn't see him because you
Yeah.
would get murdered.
Oh my God.
If you go online and you look up Kensington Post
Oh,
Office,
yeah, it's
Brooklyn, there are
Yeah.
several
plenty.
scenes of
The
people
worst.
losing their
YouTube
shit.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
a stronger person because
Yeah.
I went through that. Like,
YouTube it.
So there was a lot of learning curve. When you guys get on the road with straight jackets, you
yeah.
need to figure out where you're driving, what you're doing. That was before GPS.
They taught us a lot.
You know.
But I want to say
We did have a
something.
GPS one time.
Oh, Miguel, and remember we said it wrong and they never stopped making fun of us.
Wait. Tell the story
What
about
is it,
the
Magellan?
GPS.
So yeah,
We had a GPS.
It was called Magellan.
Magellan. Yeah.
But we didn't know that was.
But first of all,
we didn't say it right.
We never saw GPS before. This is our first experience.
Yeah.
So like our mind isn't connecting with the spelling.
I don't even know if my mind would have connected with that. I didn't know who Magellan was.
Magellan, the explorer.
Yeah, he's fucking discovered.
But we go, guys, look at this cool. We go to the straitjackets. We go, look at this cool GPS we have, Magellan. You go, you mean Magellan? Yeah. And so we're really smart though. But that was a moment. That was one of those moments.
That was making fun of. We were worthy of being made fun of. And that.
Oh, Magellan almost ran us into several lakes. Magellan would be like,
that was when it didn't really work all the time. It didn't work all the time. You still.
But we were so excited.
But this is something to think about too, because there's just so much. But like, so when we first started touring, burlesque was not like popular. People didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
They had no idea. Yeah. So we would roll in and people would be like, the hell? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're going to do it.
We had to explain it a lot.
So we had to explain it, and it was not an easy sell. Like when we went out with the straitjackets, it was great. It was packaged in. We would open the show doing routines. So like everything was on track. So it was like we'd come out, we'd do can. We'd go and get changed for 5 minutes, come back out and do Mambo Italiano. Go get changed for 5 minutes, come back out, do Danny Boy, you know? And then we would go dance and do routines within their show as well. But after that, which is like what, 2000?
Were you doing solo stuff then too?
No, we were all
sisters.
That's all anybody wanted.
It was just us.
That's all anybody wanted.
Sister,
That's what they wanted. You know, what was it like 2000 and?
That has to be like 01 to like 06.
But so we immediately, as soon as those tours were done, we were like, we want to do this with our own show, and that's what we set out to do, and that's when we started Burlescapades.
Yeah.
Did you guys make money?
Define make money.
We were fucking rolling in dough.
Well, I mean, we were able to like pay our rent.
Paid rent. You did everything.
Yes.
You did
I mean, it was our only job
money.
at the time. we were paying rent and you know, eating rice and beans.
No,
But you know what was great?
Like
was a lot of our
that
gigs
time.
And everything, everyone would feed us this beautiful food. So it was like we were living this kind of VIP life, you know, even though
it was wonderful.
Yeah,
we had a lot of fun.
And you got used to like, even when you would go to some of those places and we weren't even performing, they'd totally take care of you.
Oh yeah, everybody wants to take you out, show you.
So
like
we were
their best
fed very
restaurant
well and lots of good wine.
Yeah,
it was
and the
much...
straitjackets showed us that too, because they had fans that just adored them.
Yeah,
and
they would take us places and show us, and also show us restaurants in different towns.
It was lovely.
There was a restaurant in Rhode Island,
oh my God, Jake's,
and it was an Italian restaurant, and they were so beautiful. And we would go there before the show, and she would get us so drunk
and feed us like it would be a table full of food, just full of everything. You can imagine.
This one night, we're there. We get
right before we're dancing.
We are bombed. We are so full that we can't
even.
Is that
the night you went on with sunglasses on stage?
No, we all went on with sunglasses. We thought it was funny.
I can't remember.
We're like,
I remember I was on the phone.
No, that's what I'm going to tell. Wait, we're like, we literally went out one number with our sunglasses on, and the straitjacket shows were like, it was 60 to 80 minutes for us. We did like
non-stop.
8 numbers.
Yeah.
Our changes were, you had 3 minutes to change your costume. You know, so we'd have everything set up in the organized in the dressing room for these quick changes. So we're like ripping.
And dressing room is loose.
Yeah, this was a very
sometimes the dressing room is a loose word.
Oh, yeah. But this one night we are bombed and stuffed on Jake's, and we came out with sunglasses. We thought the guys would think it was hilarious.
They're like, oh, that was funny that you added that in. We're like,
yeah. But we whipped it. We were like ripping a quick change, and me and Helen are getting ready to go on stage, and we turn around, and Tara is on her cell phone, which was definitely a flip phone, and I don't even think she was dressed, and she was like, "Hey, baby, I love you."
Like that's like we're getting ready to go on.
They were like going on the stage, we're like, Tara, what are you doing?
Like that was the first time I was slightly worried, because usually, you know, we'd get a little bit.
Always made it.
And we always were like, you know, everybody would kind of like snap to and be ready to go, and you weren't like worried.
That was a tough
That
night.
was one time where I was like, oh my God,
we're not going to
bring.
We're
not going to be able to reel her in.
I didn't think all of us would make it. I was concerned. I was concerned.
Man. So it wasn't all. What was your favorite cities, favorite tours, like favorite memories of those days?
I'll say, I think our first gig with the straitjackets was First Avenue in Minneapolis.
How special is that?
Legendary, dude.
And like Helen is like the biggest Prince fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was kind of dying because I was like,
out
oh my
of her
God.
mind.
I mean, to play First Avenue.
And it's huge.
I mean, still to play First Avenue now is
pretty
thing,
spectacular. And that was really magical, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So magical.
And I remember we did Can Can. I think it was our first number.
And we got totally lost.
We
in the
literally just
choreography.
started running around the stage like maniacs. Like,
We
I don't
were
even think
tigers
we
in
did
a
the
cage,
dance.
no.
We were so like overwhelmed. We got it
That's
together.
perfect because we just pulled our skirts over our head and ran around and then finally caught onto the count and we were like, okay, we're back in.
Yep.
Is that when we had the fight too?
Yeah, that's when you guys got in a fight.
Yes, we did.
And Chihosh
I
did
don't
not work
remember
that.
that.
Chihosh,
It did not
Chihosh,
work.
Chihosh.
Was it the first time we played First Avenue that we got in the fight?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I
I
think.
don't remember that.
Violenza.
Is vodka involved?
No, not at that point.
No.
It was before the show. It's okay. It's water
It's
under
okay.
the
Water
bridge.
under the bridge.
Remember.
Water under the
I
bridge.
wish.
Yeah.
Water under the bridge.
Water under
I
the
wish I
bridge.
can remember
But that was a really, we crushed so hard in the Midwest. We even did like a summer tour that was summer stages.
gosh.
And my favorite was we played the Piggly Wiggly stage. And so right behind us it said Piggly Wiggly.
Where was that? Was that like Lincoln, Nebraska?
It was a place we
or-
eat bratwurst.
It's like State Fair
Yeah.
or something like
Oh,
that.
we did
like,
all
Do you remember
summer
like
fests.
getting changed in tents
Yes.
that were like 1,000 degrees?
That was
Oh
in
my
Bethlehem.
God,
And you're like
yeah.
There was
putting on
mud all over
fishnet
the
tights
floor.
over like sweaty
Yeah.
legs.
Oh,
It was
God.
like
We played a lot of festivals,
And we were
they
just
were
soaked.
massive.
So there were thousands
of people.
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there.
Thousands
It was
of
a lot
people.
of fun.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
So that led you guys. So when you came back to New York after tour, like Conan O'Brien's calling you. Like, how did that come through the Straight Jackets too? How did that all
That
all
came
happen?
from Amy Sedaris.
right. The
Amy
first one.
Sedaris
The first
was, you know, Amy
Wow.
Sedaris.
Yeah, of course I do.
So Amy Sedaris was a waitress at Marianne's.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You never told me this story.
she wasn't a waitress while we were there though.
She had
was
left.
She left.
She had just left. And
That's
she
what
was,
they said.
But she would come back.
Yes.
Oh, she
And
would come back and
she was
like
friends with
waitress, like
Louis.
for
Yeah,
fun.
She would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she came back one night and she saw us. And she was going on Conan, and she said, I want you guys to come on. We're going to do a skit where I'm a Pontani sister, but I'm going to have like hairy armpits, and I'm going to have like a
Not
little bit of
shaven,
hair
yeah.
coming out of my bikini line.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a wreck. I'm going to be a wreck. So I made her one of our Christmas costumes because it was around the holidays, like holly and like the hat with her name on it and everything. And we sent her the
rehearsed.
choreography.
I think we rehearsed with her.
Yeah,
We
we did. We
rehearsed.
went to a dance studio
Yeah.
and we rehearsed with her. Like
Yeah.
we had did we have like a couple rehearsals or just
Probably.
Yeah, and like we were rehearsing with her.
Yeah, and so then we went to Conan to shoot, and this was like, and this like also we were dying that we were
Yeah.
going on Conan.
Oh yeah,
we sent out
a mailer, like
Yeah,
postcards.
postcards.
This is before
Yeah.
email
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So-
yeah.
And like I called my whole family,
And
like
you
in
knew
Detroit,
that much in
and
advance?
like you
Yeah.
record, like
Wow.
oh my gosh, I'm
we
gonna be
knew a
on
while in
TV.
advance because
It
we
was
had
probably a
over a
month.
month to set it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, because that's different
Wait,
than
is
now.
that the
Yeah.
time that I stayed at your parents because I
Christmas.
couldn't
Oh
go
my
home for
God,
Christmas?
Yeah, you
Yes.
stayed with us for Christmas.
Because it was close to Christmas
Yeah.
and I couldn't make it back to Detroit. It was the first Christmas I ever missed with my family in all my years of living
Yes.
in New York. And
Wow.
I stayed at the Pontanis.
Yes.
And they I woke up on Christmas morning with
Yeah, we
my
had Christmas
sisters.
dinner.
And
Did you
that's
have to
when
wear
Papa
matching
Pontani
pajamas
gave
then?
me,
No.
I think he gave me, that's when I got the horn or either I got a watch, but
was
they bought me
before that.
presents to
I think that's
open.
when you got the horn.
That's when they
nice.
brought me presents to open the morning of because I wasn't going to be with my family because, we were going to be big stars
We
on
were gonna be big
Conan.
stars. The break was
So,
coming.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But so we went to shoot, and
we rehearsed during the day. We rehearsed it with them and Conan.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
literally, we sent out hundreds of postcards.
Yeah.
Watch the Pontani Sisters on the Conan O'Brien show. 11 p.m. on December whatever. And
Oh, I love it.
we rehearsed
gosh.
Conan. Their whole team was amazing. We were in the dressing room. We were so excited. They were so excited for us. And then
Knock,
Dick
knock.
Clark, yakety yakione.
Oh,
Dick
we
Clark.
talked too much.
And we get a knock on the door, and they came in and they said,
Not going to be able to
We
do
have to
the
cut the
segment.
skit.
Gotta
Yeah.
cut your note. Gotta cut the
man.
skit. Oh, it was so devastating.
"Oh yeah."
But you told me the story that they were so that Conan was like and the team was like up. They felt bad about it, so they got you guys back.
Well, that
I
led
was
to a relationship with them
Yeah.
because we were very gracious
Yeah, and you
and
were
very
professional and-
sad.
Yeah.
That night when we
God,
left
we
the
had-
show, though, they were very kind to us, but we did not know that we
Yeah,
were going to
yeah.
for sure
Yeah.
be going
Yeah.
back on. We
For
thought,
sure.
We thought like, oh my gosh, did we
Yeah.
just miss our big
How many
break?
times did you end up doing Conan?
4, 5.
5 or 6.
I was gonna say
Enough
5 or
that
6.
What was
SAG was knocking on our door
Yeah.
after whatever to
Oh
try
my
and get us
God!
to join
Yeah,
the
yeah.
union.
I have one. I have my favorite
Which one's
episode.
your favorite?
But what's your guys'? My favorite is Abe Vigoda.
Abe Vigoda
Oh,
in a tent.
there-
We
yeah.
would never know what we were doing when
Yeah.
we went on Conan,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
would get there, and it would be the wildest
Oh.
shit.
No, one that is seared in my memory
Oh.
is when they called us in for a skit and they were like, "You guys sing, right?" And
No, they said we walked in and they said just go to the music room. Max is waiting for you, and we're like, "Dee, dee, dee,
Max
dee." And I was
Weinberg,
like,
everybody. Max
and
Weinberg.
you know,
yeah.
like I was like starting to have an anxiety attack.
Oh,
I
no.
don't freaking sing.
Oh, we walked into the music room and Max goes, "Hey guys, what key do you sing in?" And we were like,
All of them?
"Yeah,
And Tara's like,
basically
"Yeah."
anyone."
That we were definitely doing like
Oh, Tara was like, "We're going home," and me and Helen were like, "Any key you want."
Yeah, we were like, we sing.
What shall we sing? But then we were like, well, we love to sing in opera style.
we came up with that because I think we had to regroup.
Yeah.
We were like,
We left because I feel like there was a little bit of like, what the hell?
Oh, she was freaking
Tara
the
was
fuck
freaking
out.
out.
She was losing her shit.
We don't sing.
my cool.
And we're like, we do sing, Tara.
Yeah.
And this is when you're going to learn how to right now.
Right
doing
now,
it.
showbiz.
Welcome to showbiz. Smack.
Smack. Cowboy up.
Yeah. So we did.
had
and
my little attack, and then we were like,
we went back
sing
and
in
we
the
sang
key
an
of opera.
we
Yeah.
did. And Max was like, okay.
Yeah, but it was so funny. You guys
worked
singing like.
perfectly.
We sounded good.
It sounded
And it actually
great. It was
did
cool.
work out, like
Was-
being in that really high, over dramatic voice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it worked out. It's
That
So everybody at home, go YouTube Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, Abe Pagoda in a Tub was also amazing because,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're probably in the room with the only 3 people on Earth through
pushed
all
Abe
time
Vigoda
that
in
can
the
say we
tub.
pushed Abe Pagoda
and
in a
Marissa
tub.
Tomei was there, and she was lovely.
She got in the tub too.
Oh, in a
Yeah.
bathtub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he was in
and
a
we
tub.
were tap
And we-
dancing, right?
and-
While we were
yeah.
pushing.
And did we sing or did they sing? Because it was Abe Pagoda in a tub, and then we came
I
out
think we
pushing
just danced
Abe
around
I think
Pagoda
we
in
just
that tub.
danced in that one.
Yeah.
We were
The
tapping
The
around
singing
the
was
tub.
just that one time.
Yeah.
I'm emotionally
He can't
scarred
waste
from
time.
it. I'm
That was
very
a good
proud of
skit.
myself at the same time. It was a lot of growth happened
Yeah,
that day.
I also remember we went back once and we tap danced with a horse and a hot dog.
Oh, yeah, the horse.
Then
that
gladiators.
may
there
have
were
been the same
gladiators.
singing skit.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was
Did it
like
happen
Conan
with
doesn't
Can't
have
Waste Time?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that was the
Maybe.
same
Conan
one.
O'Brien
Can't waste time. He's got a lot to do when the clock is ticking. Conan O'Brien can't waste time.
Yeah, see,
Nailed
that's
it.
fucking amazing. You nailed it. Still got it, ladies
Nailed
and gentlemen.
it.
The world
Conan, call
World
us.
Famous Pontani Sisters.
And then we also went back several times with the Straight Jackets.
Yeah.
They would perform as live guests on
Yeah.
the
Well,
show.
we even performed at Debbie Wonder's wedding.
Yeah,
she
we-
booked
the casting
band for
agent.
Conan.
No way.
agent's
Oh,
wedding.
And
cool.
we
Yeah.
performed at her wedding on the top of the Giraffe Hotel.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That
I
was.
remember that.
We got a lot of gigs. Like
He was the best.
Crazy
I still
gigs.
still the best late night host ever.
he was always
100%.
very
Ever.
lovely,
100%.
and he was
Super
really
lovely.
lovely.
And
we
his
met
team was
Hugh
cool.
Jackman.
We did.
Oh man, I remember that story.
We
You
were
guys-
goofing
You're
that
still
day.
blushing.
We were like,
Still
Blushing
can't
right
find
now.
that damn picture.
we were goofing that day.
Oh man! So all these opportunities rolling in. You're doing Pix 11. You're doing Good Day. You're doing cable appearances. You're doing.
Oh man, our
you
press
know,
agent was
Conan.
amazing.
Like yeah,
I look
Ramona
back and I'm
was
like, this
killing.
press agent was a murderer.
Who was it?
It was Ramona.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It was me.
So how did the documentary 5'2"? I'm sorry, Showy and 5'2" come out?
She
Come
saw
about.
us at a bar, I think, at
Yeah,
Galapagos
Rebecca.
or something. And
Yeah.
Oh, Rebecca, that's right.
And she wanted to
Shapiro.
follow us around, and she followed us around for about a year.
Yeah.
And did the documentary.
Can we watch that on YouTube?
I don't know if it's on
No.
YouTube, but I think it might be on Vimeo.
We should put it. We should put it up somewhere.
I
you
think
know
I
what
have
mean?
Yeah.
it. That's a good
You know?
idea.
Download it from Vimeo.
Yeah,
and
our
put it back
parents
out,
are
you
in
know?
there. That was really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
You guys shot
Yeah.
this is a little not on the cards that you wrote, Ange, but like you guys shot so many cool things, like the gorilla music
my
video.
God,
Oh,
and,
yeah. We also
yeah.
did that
And,
all
like-
ourselves.
Yeah,
we edited
like,
that ourselves.
all those cool
Yeah.
videos.
And like that was so cool because, you know, through our work in Coney Island,
Go Gorilla.
we
That's great.
Yeah,
we
that was a good
literally were
one.
like, Jen Gapay was working at Astroland.
Astroland, yeah.
We were friends with Dino's.
Yeah.
We said, can we come? And they were like, you can come and do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
So we shot all throughout. Like that's actually like a time capsule of Coney Island pre-development.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
You
yeah.
know?
sure.
So-
And on
Yeah,
your-
it was
did you
before
shoot
it
that
all
on the
went
Super
down.
8 or no?
I shot that on the camcorder that we just found in the basement.
Yeah.
Gosh, that
Yeah.
So
came,
crazy.
like,
The camcorder still works, by the way.
Yeah.
We were watching all the old videos
And I
on
edited
the camcorder.
that.
And you edited
I
it
edited
too.
it on iMovie.
On iMovie.
Yeah.
That
So
was
crazy,
awesome.
man.
Have someone you'd like to see as a guest on Showing Off or have some burning questions you want to ask us? Shoot us a line at showingoffpod@gmail.com.
So what was the response from that? The Showy and 5'2". Like, how did you promote that?
Well, we got a big article in the Village Voice. There was a big
remember we did screening.
Yeah.
And it was kind of armpit sweaty because this is when The Secret was really coming out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, what's
yeah,
the
we were-
sister?
Oh, my God.
the sister
We
showbiz
came
lie.
clean.
Yeah, the show
Because we came clean in the documentary.
Oh, my God.
Because my parents are in the documentary.
Yes.
And they, like
that's
she even came to
right.
my brother's wedding.
Oh,
like,
wow,
and I don't think
wow,
that's
wow.
actually featured, but yeah. So it was like that's when we came out.
There was literally an expose in the Village Voice, like Pontani sisters, not sisters.
That's
by Trisha
amazing
Romano.
press. That sounds
And
amazing. I mean, that's was it good? Were people pissed about it?
There were a couple fans that were like psycho to begin with. So they were like, "How could you deceive me?" I'm like,
fuck off! It's showbiz.
Yeah. But everybody else was just like showbiz, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Showbiz.
And so that led to go-go aerobics. Like, how did that? You work that, and all that.
Go-go aerobics was through the Straight Jacket.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Danny Amos was like, I want to produce a go-go workout video.
Yeah. And
then
he shot all that.
We shot it.
Yeah.
And he really let us do our kookiest dreams. We shot a go-go. We shot a workout video that opens up with us recreating the opening from Gunsmoke. I was like, Danny, could we recreate the opening?
I don't think I've ever been on a horse.
What does this have to do with the workout video? We went to New Jersey. We rode horses. We literally recreate the opening from Gunsmoke.
And we're in cowgirl outfits on horses. Like
it needs to be online again.
Sequined cowgirl
I need to see
outfits.
that on Instagram.
That's really good.
Like we lived a lot of dreams.
That was a dream come true.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I was like, see, this is the kind of cowgirl experience I want. We were literally wearing sequined cowgirl costumes and fake.
Oh my god!
We had our character shoes on with the fake pullover boots made out of felt.
I forgot about that. I forgot.
We didn't have boot budget.
Man.
We didn't have
Baby,
boot
we didn't have boot budget.
We did not have boot budget. We had felt.
We had felt with elastic straps underneath budget, and we were in character shoes.
So good, man.
Yeah.
Well, you guys toured a ton. You're doing all this stuff, but I know there's like there's one particular trip that's especially poignant. And your gigs at Windows on the World. Not to get, not to get dark and deep, but I feel like it's important to talk about that, about the Windows on the World, and then you guys going to Vegas and all that good stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, obviously we worked at Windows on the World, and it was like maybe a couple weeks before 9/11 that we were going on tour. No, we were going to Vegas. We got a gig in Vegas.
At the Venetian, right?
At the Venetian.
Yeah.
There was a nightclub there called the Venus Lounge.
We were going to start on like the 13th. We were leaving on the 13th?
Yeah, it was right. I think we were leaving on the 13th.
Yeah. We were flying out to Vegas.
The morning of September 11, Helen was going into the city to get wigs for us.
Yep.
Because I remember you called and you were like, I don't think I'm going into the city. Like, do you see what's going on? And, we had just left World Trade Center too. Like I know I've talked about this week, but I have a video of our last day there where we're like running through the halls, going into the catering rooms. We would play Shark we played a lot of games, very immature. Like the ballrooms, we could change wherever we wanted to.
You have to entertain yourself when you're waiting for hours to like go on to the next thing.
So we'd be in these giant ballrooms with rows and rows of chairs stacked. And
they're like, here's your dressing room for the night.
Someone would be the shark and be in the rows of chairs and the rest of us would run around.
We'd play.
We'd go into the store.
We played store.
Probably a little bit of wine involved too.
That was Gimlet.
Vodka Gimlet.
Oh my God, that explains things.
Those were vodka Gimlets. Our bartender always made us vodka Gimlets. He was lovely.
We shot that whole thing of us leaving, like our last day there. We were planning on coming back, like our goodbye, like walking out of the building, saying goodbye to the security guards who we were all friends with. We would all see them later in the night at Burkett when we would go get our Middle Eastern food. But so the morning of September 11th, we were packing up. We were ready to go. Helen calls. I'll never forget running out of our bedrooms, turning on the TV.
Yeah.
And then descending into like a pit of terror.
Yeah.
It was
pretty
so scary.
Yeah, it was. The one thing, a huge memory for me that's so showbiz, and also just like it shows you how everyone's mind works in a different way when something crazy like that happens. I remember, so the day is unfolding, and I'm kind of like, my family's in Detroit, so I'm like, I kind of want to go see them right now. Like, I feel like it's just a weird time.
Yeah.
And on that day, I called Ange and I was like, I think I'm going to go back to Detroit like tomorrow. My brother was living with me and he was going back with his fiance. Yeah. And I was like, I think I really want to go back because I just want to be with my family for the next few days. And then we'll reassess what's going on in life and the world. And I remember Ange was like, don't forget about like Vegas. And she wasn't like but she was kind of like, because I was like ready to like throw my hands up in the air and like go run home. Like I was so scared.
Yeah. It was scary.
And it was like, like we've been working towards this for so long. Like I know we're going to let the day unfold and we don't know what's going to happen to anyone or anything. But like, I remember you saying like, don't do it. And I called my dad and I was like, Dad, I have to be in Vegas like next week. Like, how am I going to come home? And my dad was like, I don't care what you do. He's like, you come home right now. He's like, I'll drive you to Vegas myself.
Yeah.
And he really said that.
Yeah.
And the two of them picked me up in Ohio.
At a gas station.
At a gas station. My parents drove me, or so Adam did.
Adam drove you. I remember.
And
My brother
when did
drove
you
me.
end up leaving to go to Vegas? Because
Well,
That was still in the
Back
air
it up,
too.
yeah.
We
Because
didn't know.
back up a little bit.
Everything was still in the air
Yeah,
because nobody
nobody
knew
knew.
literally was
The
happening.
world
I mean,
was
there
on
were
fire.
2 days of like
and
sitting.
no one was flying anywhere for
No,
sure.
there was no one flying.
There were no even-
You
no
couldn't
rental
get
cars.
A
No
rental
rental-
car.
yeah.
So we were determined, to go.
Well, the guy out in Vegas, I cannot remember.
Mark, he was like, if you
Yeah.
can get here, the stage is yours.
Yeah,
Wow.
he
So
was great.
we called our mom, and we couldn't get a rental car because all the people that got stranded on flights had gotten
Right.
all the rental cars.
Right.
We were like, Mommy, what are we going to do? Mommy went to the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
That was the
She
only place.
found
And she
a
found
van.
another minivan.
Yep.
And she drove it to New York. She drove it to us.
Well, I think we went to
Or
Jersey.
did we go to Jersey?
We went to Jersey.
We went to Jersey.
Yeah.
We got that minivan. And then we went and picked up
We
Helen.
drove across the
And we
country.
drove across the country. And this was not, I mean, it was maybe a week after September 11th.
Yeah. And it was impactful at that time to drive across the country and
It
to
was.
experience everybody going through this together. And it was
And-
and when they heard we were from New York, they were just
Oh,
like,
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we would go into restaurants, like truck
Yeah.
stops, people
Yeah.
would like hug us.
Yeah.
And it was very, it almost could make me cry.
yeah.
I know.
It was very, it was so scary here. Like, I can remember that day, like looking out the windows in our neighborhood, you could see the smoke, and you knew that
There were
every
ashes
second
spots
people
I
in
were-
our
remember
neighborhood. It
walking
looked like it was
our
snowing
dog
at one point.
Elvis, who had black hair. I went and walked her, and we came back, and then her coat was covered
in ash. And you knew, like,
ash from
people were
World
just
Trade.
dying
Yeah.
every second, you know?
Yeah.
And we couldn't even get in touch with our mom.
Yeah.
And I just remember the first, I heard her, the crack of her voice, and I just fell
Yeah.
apart,
Yeah. Oh man.
But, for me, yes, listen, I want to work, and I'll do whatever I can to, get on a stage. But so much of it turned for me in that moment, oh my God, everything that you have can be taken away from you in a second. Tara and I temped at the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
I worked.
The girl that I temped for died.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? By what? Tiny grace of God were none of us down there at that time.
Right.
You know?
Because we were always in that area too.
Yeah.
Like you said, I was supposed to go wig shopping that
Yeah.
day in that area.
Yeah. It's downtown.
Yeah.
It was close enough that you would have been.
I would have been affected by
You
it,
would
but
have been
whatever.
affected.
Yeah.
But, driving across the country at that time was, I hate to say beautiful because,
It was though.
but it was beautiful. And you saw the best of people, and you saw the best that people can be. And
Yeah.
it's beyond tragic that it takes something
It's
like
crazy.
that
It's
for that
crazy
to
to take
happen.
something like that for people to come together.
But for me, I was like, motherfucker, we're going to live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get to Vegas.
Absolutely. Like you can't take this.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
gonna, and we drove through the plains and the greens and the hills. But alas, we still didn't drive through New Mexico. Because I said to my sister,
Magic.
finally, we're going to drive through New Mexico. And she's like, no, the moon rocks in Utah. I'm like, fuck the
Utah
moon rocks.
was
I want to see
beautiful.
them.
Utah was amazing. I still feel guilty about that.
I don't
Were
know
the
why I
moon
didn't
rocks
push
amazing?
harder. I must have been a very peaceful.
Utah
Yeah.
was insanely beautiful, but I feel like we looked at the map and we were like,
Well,
I don't
I have some
know.
pictures of us in Utah. It was pretty
Oh, we were
amazing.
saw
Was there?
desert
Was it
rocks.
longer to go through New Mexico?
And you took your time. You took your time getting out there, or did you have to rush?
We
kind of?
drove all day, but we weren't in a big
Yeah.
rush,
Yeah.
you
No.
know?
Yeah.
And
God.
I just remember going, no, come on, man. We're East Coasters. I remember stopping at this one gas station. The guy's like, you want to get that pizza and you want to put it on your dashboard because you ain't going to see another person for the next 6 hours. And I'm like, what?
I'm sorry, that was my friend Carson. And we stopped in Colorado
Oh my God,
Springs,
that's right.
and he was like,
Oh my
between
God, I
here
forgot about
and
that.
oh my
But
God,
here and
what
here,
is it?
Mountain
It's
Snake
Grand
Eye Rock,
something.
you know,
He's
like-
like, there's no gas stations.
Yeah.
For days.
Yeah,
Did you know him from Outward Bound?
Yes, we did.
Oh, what's
bound
you
together.
guys are like the Donner Party?
Yeah,
you know?
right.
He's like, you could just heat that pizza, get extra pizza, heat it up on the dashboard. The sun. will
And we
heat it up.
did. I was like, thank God for Carson.
Amazing.
But then we
man.
get to
Yeah.
Vegas, and first they put us in this really
Oh,
shitty
shithole.
performer room, and we walked in, and we were like,
No,
we're
it was
not
like a motel.
There were
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
cockroaches.
scary.
It was disgusting.
It was not.
And I called him. I'm
nice.
like, we're not staying there. And
then
he
they
was
put us
like,
up
well,
in the
good news.
Venetian.
Nobody's in Vegas.
Yeah,
So
so
Yeah.
you
come
can
and
have
stay
2
at the
suites at the
Venetian.
Venetian.
Yeah.
Sweets.
2 suites.
Yes.
And we got there, and we were like, we only want one. We together.
Oh man, that's
And
great.
that's it. We did.
Oh my
And
gosh.
what was the debut like for you guys there?
Nobody was in
nobody
Vegas.
was
It was
there.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember we had one night that was like that filled the place, like where a bunch of people came out from like LA
People came
and
from
stuff
New
like
York
that.
too.
Yeah, in New
Yeah.
York.
Luke
Like we had a
Kyle
few
came
of those
out.
nights,
Yeah.
but overall it was just really
it was
hard.
such a weird time
Yeah, it's
for
a
the
weird
whole
time.
country.
And
Yeah.
Vegas
Like,
was a secondary target. Like
Yeah.
we literally got to Vegas and they were like, and now they think
Yeah.
they're going for
yeah,
Vegas.
it was scary. I mean, we had people. It was fun.
We had
I mean,
fun.
Well, Vegas
we
was
had
surreal
fun.
because we were staying at the Venetian, and
my
I remember
God.
there was one point where it had been like 3 days or
we
so.
hadn't gone outside.
I didn't realize we didn't go outside because there were fake
sun.
There was fake sun
Ceilings.
and clouds.
Yes.
And we had the gondolas and the water
And
and
the mime had
the
a crush on
canals.
Helen. Every day we'd walk through the
I had it- I
piazza,
almost-
and the mime would be like,
Yes, I
Helen.
had a crush on a mime.
but even with all that, it felt like a tremendous
It was
accomplishment.
special.
to
And
be
we were
there.
out there for a while.
Oh yeah, we were out there
Like
for over a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would perform,
Which
go
was kind
upstairs,
of
order room
nice
service.
to like in
Yep.
this weird way to be away from New York
Yeah.
while everything was kind of
Yeah.
coming back,
settling
yeah.
and so it was like this weird like kind of we got to stay in a suite.
Yeah.
And,
And we would
like,
literally we would
surreal.
get home and order eggs Benedict at like 3 a.m. We spent
Oh.
all our money on room service.
All of our money was room service.
Oh,
All of
man.
it.
Well, what do you guys think people loved most about the Pontani Sisters?
I don't know. We just had a special thing. Someone
I
told
think-
us we were Gestalt once, which is
Like that.
like the. It's,
Yeah, what does that
we're-
mean?
I don't know.
wait. Like the sum is bigger than its parts or something.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
think that's
Yeah.
what that means.
And I think like the fun that we have in the relationship, I think that kind of translates
Translate it,
through
yeah.
our performance and on the stage. I think people can feel that it's a genuine relationship. Like I think there are a lot of people who perform in groups together and stuff. Like we really had something that we worked really hard. And I always say to people, I never understood what blood, sweat, and tears meant until the
Yeah,
three
we
of us
worked our
worked
asses
together.
off, man.
And I
Yeah.
worked like as a waitress and stuff. Like this
We worked our
was
asses
so
off.
hard. Like
We
we
worked
would
hard.
get injuries and
You just keep going.
and we performed in rock and roll venues in
we
point
perform anywhere.
shoes and
Yeah.
trying to dance
Anywhere.
over chords and mics like because it was
But I
so
think
rock and roll.
that's-
And it's like and that it was just we were so hardworking and so honest,
Yeah.
and I don't think you see that a lot.
We were also
So-
very thankful. When we
Yeah.
would perform somewhere, we would send a thank you card,
Yeah.
Oh my
you know,
God.
Yeah.
and just be like, thank you
And you would
so
talk
much.
to everybody. I know you still do all
We
that.
would go
did.
out
Yeah.
after.
We talked to everyone.
But I think
Yeah.
people connected to us too because you have to like again look at the time, late '90s, early 2000s. If you look at popular culture, like Kate Moss, the models are stick thin. Like
Yeah.
Oh, right.
this is the beginning of where we see everything starting to get airbrushed. You know, this is the minute that we begin to see like perfection being placed on every ad,
Yeah.
TV shows. We are so human, you know,
Yeah.
and I think people, especially women who were a majority of our audience, really connected with that.
They
And
did.
they would come up
Yeah.
to us after shows and be like, "You're so brave to be out there with your thick thighs and your
no,
giant
that was the
butt."
crazy part. 'cause,
And I was like, "Wait, what?"
they made us
What?
aware of our
Okay.
bodies. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know they were that thick.
And it's funny because we look back on these pictures now, and I'm like, "What? You know, times have changed.
Times have changed a
Body
lot.
image has changed."
Yeah.
And I would dare to say that we were part of that because
Yeah.
that was when the movement began.
Yeah.
You know, to kind of reclaim this humanity.
People are
the
buying
way,
our
even you guys
thick
as a group of
Buying
women
'em.
doing all this stuff by yourself, doing it,
Yeah.
and in the way that entertainment was at that time was
Badass
not
bitches.
was not geared towards
We
you
were
guys.
badass
But you're,
bitches.
I
Oh,
know
we
you
were
still
so
are.
yeah,
for sure.
It's
Badass
so
bitches,
true.
lots of
Get
energy.
badder by the day.
Well, yeah.
All right, quick rapid fire.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
I'm doing this.
Are you doing the
scared.
rapid fire?
Well, yeah. Am I doing that?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Wait, no. Is that the game?
No,
Oh
it's
no,
not.
it's not. I
connected.
made
It's
I
not the
made a
game.
mistake. You do it. I'm
That's
sorry.
why I
Okay,
spilled it.
yeah.
I made a mistake.
All right.
Rejoice.
Okay. Tell me what I'm
Everybody's
doing.
hear that Angie made a mistake.
Rejoice.
Okay,
Inconceivable.
so everyone's gonna answer.
Yeah. Hit
Let's
it.
rapid fire.
Okay.
Worst gig.
The
Taco
burrito.
Cafe.
Oh,
Burrito
God.
Cafe.
Yes.
Burrito Cafe.
Sorry,
Not
I gotta
tacos.
get my-
Burrito. It was a
Shake your
cafeteria.
Burrito Cafe.
Bright lights.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody screamed,
Shake that.
Shake your tussie. And
Not-
we're like, what? What's a tussie?
Yes. It was a weird place in like Pittsfield,
But there was like
Massachusetts, I
there was a
think.
cafeteria line, and so
Yes,
we're like
with
dancing.
trays.
Oh
and your
my
people, it was
fucking
horrible.
God.
Like they're getting
It
their
was-
tray of
It was owned by
burritos.
Seth Gambino.
Yes.
It was one of those
tacos.
Burritos. It was a
Oh,
burrito.
burritos?
It was a burrito cafe.
It was a burrito
With
bar
like spaghetti
cafe.
in it?
And
No.
I'm just kidding.
we pull up and
It was
we
so
see this
frickin'
burrito
bizarre.
bar, and we're like, we're
Bright
performing at
lights. It was a
burrito bar?
cafeteria.
I'm
my God,
picturing
so
like
freaking
lots
bizarre.
of ground beef, like more Tex-Mex, right? Not like
we
I
didn't
don't
eat the
know.
burritos.
I don't know.
It was
I
like
don't know.
Chipotle
It was so
before
weird,
Chipotle.
and he is a Gambino. Like he had to leave the state or something.
oh my god, oh my
Yeah.
god. So it was a money laundering
I
operation.
don't know. It
I
was
think it
maybe.
definitely had to be for
Best
it to survive.
gig.
Best gig.
Oh gosh, that's hard.
Oh, my brain
Was it
doesn't
First
work
Avenue?
that fast.
First Avenue is magical, but best gig. Oh God,
Someone has to.
I'm gonna say Nights at Marion's were pretty magical.
That was really.
Also, we played a lot of Super Bowl parties, and those were insane.
Yes,
we rocked out so hard.
Yeah,
we were like dancing in a boxing ring with like surrounded by football players.
Yeah,
and, like,
that was insane. Like Ozo Motley was there,
and like just like times when we would be in those big beautiful theaters. Like what? Like I can't even think of some of the theaters we would be in, but like that always was like, oh my God,
theaters when we would tour.
Yeah, Teaserama has to be up there because that was magic.
Well, and being in New Orleans like was so magical, right? Yeah. It was.
You guys felt you're gelling, you're getting together.
There was like something in the air.
What?
We were Magellan.
We were Magellan.
We were Magellan.
There was
like a
magic in the air.
Velen.
And New Orleans is magical. And there's that whole other Henry Howard Hell House that we stayed in.
Oh my God.
It's insanity. So much insanity.
And slept in a garment
There's so
bag.
many stories.
This hotel was so ski
it was
that I literally
scuzzy.
I put my head out where the hanger goes. I like cut a little hole and I got in a garment bag and I zipped that up. And
that's how bad it was.
I was like, this body is not touching those sheets.
Oh
we
my
got
God.
stuck in an elevator in the World Trade Center, like in the 70th floor.
Oh my
Tara got in a
God.
fight with someone over there.
Over here got in a fight. Started a fight.
And then I made peace with everyone.
Except for me, who broke up the fight, and then she turned on me. It was like being in an elevator with a pit bull.
And I think I stepped in the middle of that one too.
Yeah.
Biggest disaster on stage.
Oh God, we had many.
Maybe when I pulled your wig off by accident.
That was at Marion's.
Yep, that was an accident.
But then we had a gig. We were playing a wedding in the Berkshires.
Oh, your
and my
ponytail
whole
fell out.
freaking wig came off
Yep.
then.
Yeah.
And we, Danny boy, we had a braid. fall
I'll
off
never
on the
forget.
stage.
I think it was Tara. You're the one that lost your braid, right?
Yeah.
So we're like entering the stage, and like Tara's across the stage from me, and the light shines from the lights were on coming in from the side, and I see, and I turn my head, and Tara's over there, and one braid is missing, and there's one other braid on,
And they were big part of the costume.
I literally started crying, and she entered the stage like that, and I was just crying the whole number.
Oh my God.
The
Oh my
whole
God.
number.
What was the weirdest act that you guys did?
Oh, I can answer this just because I recently saw a picture of it.
International?
No, International Lady was fun. We did that in Neil Diamond Coming to America.
That choreography was exceptional.
It was ambitious. I think the weirdest gig was when we tried to do Daydream Believer, where we were sleeping in a giant bed, and I tried to make pillow headdresses.
Yes.
I saw pictures of that. I was like, that one could have stayed in the
I
brain.
forgot about
We didn't do that too much.
I think we did it once, and we were like,
Coney, I think, which
No.
is a good place to showcase things.
that.
Favorite food town
Oh gosh.
or favorite restaurant in some town that you guys go to?
Oh, we used to love the Norski Nook.
Oh my
God.
Where's that at?
Lefska.
That's
We'd eat
in
the Lefska, those little
Wisconsin.
potato
It's
like
between
crepe
like
things.
Minneapolis and
Yeah.
maybe like Milwaukee.
You found out about all these like from people that
when we
were
toured, our
like,
Straight Jackets
Straight Jackets
had-
They
had
knew
had-
all the spots.
right, 'cause
really
they've
solid
been on the road
list.
for
Wiener
20
Circle in
years.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, definitely.
Wiener Circle.
Wiener
Yeah.
Circle.
And Providence had some great
Providence
food.
had some great
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, the rapid fire, we're doing that. Now we're going to do what happened.
What
This is the
happened?
category for what happened.
Oh.
Okay.
In 2007, we saw the Pontani sisters go menudo. What happened?
TT got pregnant with twins.
Oh.
I was like, we did Menudo. What happened?
No, we started to bring in other Pontani sisters.
TT got pregnant by
Yeah, TT got
accident.
pregnant by twins by accident. We were on the
Well-
road and we found that out too.
We
But
found
Tara
out.
was like a few months away from her big Italian wedding.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we find out she's pregnant.
Also pregnant.
Double
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah, I
Double
didn't realize I
pregnant.
was pregnant.
And we knew you took a pregnancy test in the hotel
Well,
room
yeah.
before we went.
We were in Toronto.
Yeah. Before we took our gig. And
And I was
before
like,
we went.
something's going on here, guys. What
Well,
the
I
fuck?
And then we were in the herb, like the dry goods store, and the old man behind the counter was like,
Oh, what? When we were in
"You're
Texas, we were in
glowing."
Arizona.
Oh, no.
We were in Arizona. I had no idea I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And we were going for a long time. We were going out on the road
Yeah.
for like 6 weeks. And I remember we were, what town were we in?
Tombstone.
Tombstone,
Yeah.
Arizona.
Oh
and
my
we went
God.
into the saloon and we were getting beers. And the bartender was like, you're glowing.
Yeah.
And then we went into another store and the woman looked at
Yeah.
me. She's like, you're glowing. And I was like, what is it?
And we did a pregnancy test and she stopped glowing.
But that was a couple weeks later.
But we went
Yeah.
on stage that night after we found out like you were pregnant
Oh, I was
in,
a hot
in
mess.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like fell down the stairs. Remember,
Oh,
I
you
slid
literally
down the
fell down the
stairs in the
stairs,
costume
yeah.
in my toe shoes, and I was
Yep.
at the bottom
Oh,
of the stairs.
no.
Like, and Angie and Helen were looking down at me.
I did take a picture too.
Well, that was the beginning of the end. Those boys are 19 years old now.
I know. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Why I'm a little slow here and trying to recall because they took half my brain.
And how did, I mean, obviously that, like, you guys have been working together. You're so close, 24 hours a day. Like, that had to be a big change for everybody, you know?
Well, we started working in some subs, which was interesting,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Never the same.
Well,
as
you know
the
who
original cast.
announced my pregnancy was Murray. The last show we did together was Murray's Christmas show. And was it at Fez or was that?
I don't think it was at Fez.
I don't think it was Joe's Pub.
It wasn't Joe's Pub, but I don't think it was
the Time Cafe under.
Or maybe. I don't remember.
But I remember Murray announced it. And that was December. And that was pretty much the last gig I think I had with you guys.
It was never
I got
the
big
same.
real fast.
Yeah.
It was not cute.
Twins is a lot.
It is.
One is a lot. Twins is a lot.
is.
Yeah, I love those boys. Though. They're the best. They're in jazz school now. I'm sorry about that, by the way. That's my fault, I think.
They'll be living back home in a couple of years.
I'm sorry. Sorry, they're not doctors.
They'll
That's
be
my
home.
fault.
No,
It might have been the beers while you were pregnant in Tombstone, though.
Yeah, totally.
No, I'm kidding.
The margaritas.
The margaritas.
Oh my God.
The same thing happened to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
I was with Ange
Yeah.
in
You
a
were with
hotel
both of us
room.
when we found out we were
I
pregnant.
was with Ange in a hotel room
Yep.
before a show.
We were
when she
eating
found out she
prosciutto
was
and drinking wine.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
let me
so
get this in while I can.
Yeah.
she was like, I'm gonna finish this,
Prosciutto.
uh,
Then I'll go and pee on a
Then I'm gonna go try this test.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh, we're sorry.
Yeah.
Sub Pontani Sisters. I know I've met a few.
It was never the same. You know, I think my favorite Sub Pontani Sisters was Maine. Maine, we rocked.
Oh,
sure.
man, Maine.
Yeah,
That's
100%. Maine was
which
our
is also
Sicilian
hilarious.
sister. Our
Yeah,
Sicilian
Sicilian
sister.
She's awesome.
Oh, we had so much fun with Maine, but it just changed after that.
I didn't even
know?
ever to be honest. I mean, of course, it was still Pontani Sisters, but
It just never felt like
it
it.
wasn't like the same at all. So I didn't even frame it in the same.
Yeah.
Like we were going out and doing these gigs and doing shows, but yeah.
We didn't make
thought
any
I would
new
come back. I was like, I'll
Yeah.
be back in a year.
And then we started doing like
Lord.
solo stuff too
Yeah.
more. Like, well,
So
Ange
it
totally
changed
had
a
a
lot.
solo career going, and then I started doing some solo stuff. So that it changed the whole dynamic. Yeah.
But the three of you, specifically, changed the dynamics of burlesque in general. You guys were your contributions to that art form are huge. Like, can you talk about what those were?
I think it was. We were one of the first groups to, if not the first, during that time to start touring and taking these shows national.
Absolutely.
and getting lots of press too.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
opening up nightclubs to this kind of performance and
Yeah.
exposing some people who are performers now to their first burlesque show.
Yeah. For sure.
So I mean, I think we definitely had a very big hand in that, and we also started the New York Burlesque Festival. With Jen Gapay, and that was the three of us and her who started that, and that also propelled burlesque tremendously.
Yeah.
Would you do anything differently if you could do it again?
Oh gosh, I don't think so.
I
It
gotta
was so
ask.
fun.
Yeah.
Right.
I
we
look back,
learned
I'm like,
so
damn, we had
much.
energy.
Well, good. I booked us a tour. Starts June 5th. We're going to be in 6 months. Europe, Australia.
Oh, good. We did go to Europe too. We had some fun times
we
in
had
Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah, we did the
Edinburgh.
Fringe Festival. We went back, and they loved us, so we went
Glasgow.
back several times.
You guys have accomplished so much. You know what I mean? You guys did what do you think when you look back on the accomplishments and all what you've learned over those years together?
I mean, I'm super proud.
Yeah,
of
I
us.
look at it very
Yeah,
fondly.
And
We were brave.
I
And
remember
we
I moved to New York and said I want to dance and travel the world, and I met these amazing ladies, and I always wanted sisters, so I found them, and then we traveled, and it was just awesome.
fun.
And we did it our way.
And we worked
you know what I
really
mean? Like, we
hard.
weren't following a prototype. Like,
Yeah.
it was our style. I mean, of course, we were inspired by so many things that helped create the numbers, but like, we were doing it our way.
Wow.
And I'm very proud of, and I do look back and I'm like, God
Super
damn,
proud.
we had some cojones, man.
Yeah. And it is true, like we were saying, like we did it our way, because like I remember I was auditioning for Broadway shows, and I'm so happy that like I landed where I did, because it was like our own thing. We were the stars of our own show.
Yeah.
Like I probably would have been a chorus girl, like tapping in the back line, and instead we got to be the front and center.
Yeah.
Center, you know.
Cleared the
yeah.
path.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Definitely, you cleared the
You were
path for
clearing
everybody
it.
else after.
Yeah. It was
Totally
a lot of
true.
fun.
I've known you guys a long time, but in the beginning, me, you guys were super fucking intimidating. I'm still a little intimidated. But no, you were like, what could, like, just, I don't know, talk about that a little bit.
Funny.
Like, no, it was. I remember I came and saw you guys at the Beachland Ballroom. You guys were doing, I was playing it with the Preservation Hall Jazz Orchestra. I'm sitting in with them in Ohio.
I remember.
And I came to give a CD to her.
You were there. We were with the Straight Jackets. This is something really funny because I remember this from the next day. People used to be like afraid of me. Like they were intimidated of me. And Helen always used to say, they are afraid of the wrong sister. Because Angie's actually like, I might present like, all business, but they are afraid of the wrong sister, dude.
You guys were intimidating though, because you were at the top of the thing.
But it's not, we were focused.
Yeah.
We weren't intimidating. We were focused.
Yeah.
Like, I remember early in everybody's like, come to Vegas to Miss Exotic World. It's so much fun. We didn't want to have fun. We wanted to make money.
Yeah,
we wanted to work. Like we were paying our bills,
Yeah, that's very true.
We were focused. And like, I think people took that as intimidation or like, oh, they don't want to be a part of the scene. We were working, man.
Yeah,
you were made the scene.
Yeah.
I think people nowadays don't know about that.
There was a
level
solid
of hard
scene,
work,
with people who were great contributors, like Bonnie Dunn and Dirty Martini and Bob and Julie.
Yeah.
But like we didn't come to play.
Yeah.
We came to work and we needed to work because this is how we were supporting ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
So.
No, I think in nowadays I feel like it's more, there's more hobbyists in this than there are people like you guys that are like we're putting it out there, hustling, doing the fucking
and that's
work.
okay if you want to be a hobbyist, but if you want to work, you better work.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't complain about not working if you're not working.
And I'm not just talking about this industry, just all entertainment industry. You know
we
what
worked.
I mean?
We were focused on the work always.
Well, focusing on the work, and you know that we like games here.
Oh, it's game time.
Games here. It's game time. It's game time.
Okay.
Ange, I'm going to let you. Am I running this game? Or are you
no,
running
I'm
this
going to
game?
run the game.
All right,
but first, we're going to have a word from our sponsors.
Trent Jewelers is a family-run business of over 20 years. Located in Mercerville, New Jersey, Trent Jewelers offers fine jewelry, jewelry repair, watch repair, estate jewelry, and much, much more, all while delivering impeccable customer service from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. If you are in the New Jersey area, stop by and be sure to follow Trent Jewelers on Instagram at Trent Jewelers, TrentJewelers.
Tell my mom and dad hi while you're there.
Yeah, say hi to Pete and Louise, the best mother and father-in-law ever.
And we're back at showing off. Hey, babe, you know what time it is?
Do I know what time it is? Yeah, baby.
It's game time. All right, and so for this game, I don't know if you guys remember, we are going to recreate Fosse Rossi Limbo.
Wait, what?
I'm just joking.
Oh.
Don't you remember when we played Limbo and drank a jug of Fosse Rossi?
Yes, I do.
We're not going to do that because we're bad.
I've always been the queen of Limbo, but
we
right
drank
now
a jug of Fosse Rossi, and then
you're
we
gonna have to
played
give
Limbo.
me the Fosse Rossi
and we got
first.
really competitive.
Well,
we got
that
low.
bottle of Chianti.
No, we are
stepped it up from Fosse
fucking
Rossi
nerds.
days.
We are not doing it. Okay. All right.
I kind of got excited. I did always love a Limbo challenge.
All right. So some of these we did answer, but this is just going to be a fill in the blank. Okay. During what number did everyone forget the choreography and stare at each other on stage?
Can.
Well, there was a couple. There was also
We also had a Burning Love, but we blacked out. on.
Also, what was the Bon Jovi one? Living on
Living
a Prayer.
Oh, that choreography was intense. We
Living
got
on a
so
Prayer.
ambitious with some choreography.
Yes, we did.
In what venue did we get locked out of our dressing room?
Ballroom.
Wait, let me finish this. In what venue did we get locked out of our dressing room mid-show and hoist Tara through the window?
Oh my God! I can see
That
it.
was Beachland.
Yeah.
Because this dressing room, we couldn't get out. We were stuck backstage. We pushed you through an open window.
Yes. I thought it was you we hoisted
No,
through.
we hoisted you through it.
Oh my
You
God.
were running the marathon at that
hoist
time.
it
yeah,
again.
she
You
was
were the
marathon
easiest
running.
one to
You were
hoist.
a
was
little
size
string
0.
bean.
You
Yeah.
were the lightest hoist. Name the hotel we stayed at that had recently hosted a bloodletting vampire party.
Oh, Henry Howard Hell House.
Yes.
Not
New
sure if that's
Orleans,
a typical.
yeah. I heard that it's fabulous now.
They did it. They remade it. It's gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
What was the name of the horse that the drunk cowboy we met in Tombstone, Arizona was riding?
Oh.
Guys, I can't believe you don't remember this.
Was it Peanut?
That was my horse in Go-Go Robics.
Hey, at least
Somewhere in there.
Mo Money.
Oh, wow.
I don't-
Okay, you don't got.
I'm sorry. I can't believe you don't remember
I don't
that.
remember that.
In
I
what
don't.
venue did Tara smack Angie in the face?
Which one? There were.
How many times?
First Avenue's the most memorable.
First Avenue. At which venue did Angie accidentally pull Tara's wig off?
Mary.
It wasn't an accident. That was vengeance. No, you smacked me after that. In what city did Angie cry because it was her birthday and she had to spend it in said city?
Oh gosh,
Dude.
Toledo.
Dude, no. What city did we always cry to when we went to?
Oh my gosh.
You fell down the stairs
They
in the
closed
city.
super early.
Oh my God, Boston?
Boston!
Yeah. Sorry, Boston. But
When we met Murray Hill at a private party at the Soho Grand, we all shared a dressing room with A, the bride, B, the other acts. C, our dressing room was the dog's suite.
Oh my God, the
couple's
dog
dog
suite, yeah.
Oh, they had their dogs in there?
That was at
Their dogs
the
had their own
Soho.
suite.
Isn't
Wasn't
that,
that the
is that
first?
where we met
That's where we
Mario?
That's where we met Murray Hill.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm playing there tonight. That's really
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
See if you can see the dog suite. It was
See if
quite
I can see
lovely.
the dog suite.
What was the craziest thing that Tara ate in our travels?
Oh, haggis.
Yes.
It's,
Oh
that's
my
like,
gosh.
what is that? Like,
It's
And I think that's when I was a vegetarian
bit
too.
of
So
a
I was
little
like,
bit of
oh.
everything.
Okay, this is when we knew we made it. What game show featured the Pontani sisters as a multiple choice answer?
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
No shit. You guys
Yeah.
were on Jeopardy?
Somebody
Jeopardy?
took us-
We weren't on it.
Yeah, but no, you're on it. If your name's on, that's
It was
like
like
making
name of the
that's like
famous
making the New
dance-
York Times
Oh, yeah.
crossword. That's
It
like
was like
amazing.
I feel like I have a
Famous dancer. Somebody
screenshot
did.
somewhere.
Somebody sent it to us.
That's amazing.
True or false? People magazine ran a picture of the Pontani sisters and Brad Pitt alongside an article that was about Brad Pitt chauffeuring strippers before he became a star.
True.
That's-
That one caused a lot of scandal.
I was in the.
still have it.
I
Yeah.
was in the line at the grocery store, and I think I called you guys or something, and I go, "You guys, I'm reading Us magazine or something right now."
It was us.
Weekly.
I go, "I'm reading Us Weekly, and we are in it." But it says we're strippers. We were strippers for Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Or Brad Pitt used to drive us around.
They used to
'Cause we were
stock.
fancy strippers.
They used a stock photo of us. But the
Yeah.
crazy part about it is the stock photo of us is like in the.
We look like
Can-can
showgirls.
outfits.
We look like
No,
showgirls.
we were in our showgirl outfits.
We look nothing like.
And you never stripped.
But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't like in the picture that they
look
used.
absolutely
We
insane.
look
Yeah.
like we're not strippers at all.
Oh my God.
And it's like so funny that they use that photo. But I remember my family was very excited because I was
yeah.
pictured next to Brad
And
Pitt.
then it's
I'm
like, Brad Pitt drove you around?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Totally. True or false? The Pontani sisters do not split or share plates of food.
We do not.
No.
We don't split, but you can have a bite.
Helen cried once when we were in Little Italy
Well, we
in
were
Cleveland.
trying
'cause Tara
something
was-
new.
That was actually. Yeah.
Let's order half.
Tara wanted to share
Well, Tara,
food.
as our treasurer, was like that
yes,
night.
yes, yes.
That night, Tara decides as we're headed to Little Italy, in Cleveland.
Yeah, that
Which
we're
is
gonna
good. They got good
share
restaurants
food.
down
Yeah,
there.
so we're headed there, and like I'm all
Can we have
amped.
a half plate?
And
we were
Tara's
like-
like, you guys, you know what? Let's try something new tonight. Save a little bit of money. Let's split. And I swear to God, I think a tear rolled down
Oh
my
yeah,
cheek.
I know it did.
It didn't happen.
It did happen.
We did do it?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you
they
made
brought it
us
out, and
split.
Helen was like.
Which is
But you have to understand that literally our favorite thing to do was eat and
Yeah.
go vintage shopping.
Yeah,
in town.
yeah.
so it was like
So
the
we
thing we
really,
looked forward
like,
to.
it was
So,
very
Tara decided
ceremonious.
to cut back on the
sorry,
money that
guys.
evening.
See how
Yeah.
mean she
Like, no
is?
need.
See how
to
mean
save
she is.
$8.
She made us
We
share
need to
food.
save $8 that day.
Those are my trivias. Do you guys have any?
I think I can remember a few. So we're driving, we're on tour, heading to the next city, and we're listening to NPR. And what story was it that traumatized us for the rest of our lives?
The raccoon that attacked the lady and it didn't
in the
stop
middle
because
of
he
the
had
day.
rabies.
Oh
In the
my
middle of
And
the
she
God.
day.
fought for her life against this raccoon. And that's why whenever we see raccoons in our neighborhood,
Yes,
I'm
All
like,
of us. We're
Or
done.
we text each
Yeah.
other.
This was at a Halloween special on NPR, and they had
Yeah.
this
Terrible.
ominous music
Horror.
playing, and the story is horrible. You
It was
should
like a
look it up
real-life
because it's
horror.
horrible. Yeah.
was
Anyway,
terrifying.
that
She
was
died?
no, but she got rabies.
She had to get rabies shots.
Oh,
it was a
that's-
horrible.
Yeah, the rabies shots are brutal.
Raccoons are no joke.
No, I don't like raccoons.
I have
Especially during the
one.
day.
I have one more. So, deplaning. We're leaving a plane, and we overhear the pilot talking to the crew, saying, "Yeah, we were." There was another plane really close to us
almost
as
had
we
a
were
mid-air
landing.
collision.
Yeah.
What was the name of the song that we sang?
Make me some dinner. We almost had a mid-air collision. Make me some dinner. We almost had a mid-air collision. And if that happened, you would wonder why. And I would be a firework in the sky. You would cry.
Oh, I thought
Make
that.
me
We had
some
Cheddar Moon
dinner.
too. Wasn't that another
Cheddar
song?
Moon was another hit
So
song.
that was a song we created on the way home after.
to deal with the stress of almost
As you
dying.
say, you're not singers.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was very stressful though. The pilot actually came out of the cockpit. It
Yes.
was like, we almost had a
We were
mid-air collision.
circled,
And we were
yes.
like,
Yeah, I kind of downplayed it, but it was
Yeah.
way more stressful.
It was
than
very
that.
scary.
That's but what,
but we made art out of it by
Yep.
creating that hit song,
totally
Mid-Air
that you
Collision.
still remember. I love it. I love it.
I have
Me
one.
too.
I
Go
have
do
one.
it.
Okay, so we were playing in Glasgow, I think it was, or Edinburgh. I'm not sure. We were
Okay.
in Scotland, and when we were going to leave, there was a weird thing with my plane ticket. Like they were very reluctant to let me on the plane. They did, but we had a connection in Amsterdam, so we had to go through the same thing. And when we got to Amsterdam, they wouldn't let me on the plane. I don't know what the heck was up with my ticket, but they were like, the door's closing, you're not getting on the plane. Well, Angelique had
freaked the fuck out.
I was excited. I was
Same
like,
way
but
before I
they
learned to
gave
control my
us
emotions.
they gave us like 600 euros or
yeah.
something, and we were in Amsterdam, and there was this big mall in the airport that was beautiful.
Yeah.
So we actually went shopping and got some really
so
great
you guys
clothes.
didn't get on the plane, you
no,
stayed
they
with
wouldn't
her.
let me on
we
the
got
plane.
a hotel.
And there were actually people on the plane that were like,
With
what the
us.
heck happened, that we
Yeah.
traveled with performing
Yeah.
and didn't know what the hell happened to us. But then they put us up in a hotel.
Because you threw a fit.
No, they put everybody in the
No.
hotel. Oh, I see,
They
I
put
see.
just us. They put us in the hotel because they fixed my ticket, but
Yeah.
the next flight wasn't
I
until
see, I see,
tomorrow,
I
the
see.
morning.
Oh, but they gave us money,
Yes,
hotels.
we
food.
went
so
shopping.
we went
Yeah.
to
To the mall.
then we went
It's
to
not
the
like that
hotel.
anymore.
We got a bottle of wine
Yeah.
from the bar. We went back to the room, and they were like, "You have to be on this bus back to the airport at
amount of time.
8 a.m. sharp. It leaves right away." And we were like, "Okay." So we go, and we're getting on the bus, and then the bus driver got a little angry because there was one person that was missing. What was she doing?
I was buying postcards for my auntie or something.
That was Helen's phone, like Tara's phone call. That was Helen. She was literally at the counter buying postcards, and we're all like, the bus driver was like, what
I
is she
secretly
doing?
wanted to stay in Amsterdam, and that is why. No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Start
I
a new
did.
life in
But it's so
Amsterdam.
funny because I'm always like on time and stuff, and I don't like. It's like that
I
thing of
can
like, what the
remember
hell
so
was I
I
doing?
remember being on the bus, and I was stressed out because I wanted to come home.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
anxiety.
Oh, I just remember
I
Helen
made it.
had to mail her postcards, and that's
We made
why.
it.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Good one. Good one. Some
amazing.
postcards.
Well, thanks, guys. Fucking world famous Pontani Sisters, ladies and gentlemen, everybody.
Yay.
Everybody, thank you guys for coming out.
Well,
and
thanks
doing
for
this.
having
Thank
us on your
you.
podcast.
No, it's going to be a mess.
It's really nice.
Guess
Those
what
were
we're
some
gonna
great
do now?
times.
You guys are going to go get
going to
go
eat.
to-
Go eat.
We're gonna
Go
eat.
eat.
We're not splitting
we're
it.
not
We're gonna go eat, not splitting. I wish I could go. I'm going to go. I have the
There's
show
no
tonight, but you guys are going to have a
splitting.
good time
Yes,
without me.
thank you, baby.
You have lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The world famous Pontani Sisters.
You better take that from the top.
The world famous Pontani Sisters, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Brian.
baby.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Holy shit, that was crazy.
Yes.
You guys are nuts.
We
You guys are nuts. I love you all very much. We've all known each other forever now.
I know.
It's just, but it's like it's crazy to hear about those times before I was around. And,
Yeah.
You know, and everything that came into that, and it's just it's
and we
it was
did so
fucking
much.
great.
I like look
Yeah.
at the energy of everything we did, and I'm like, where
Yeah.
did that energy come from?
Well, you guys
Can
were
I
just
get a
living
cup
the
of that?
dream, man.
Oh,
Going
yeah.
all over the place. I mean, the story about, you know, like you guys driving to Vegas after
Yeah.
9/11 and all that stuff. Like there's just the show must go on.
You know what, man? We
You know?
we lived a whole life. It's
Yeah.
amazing how you go through these phases of life and these different things, and you kind of forget some of the stuff. And that was joyful,
Oh.
heartful.
Heartful. Give it up for the world famous Pontani Sisters, ladies and gentlemen.
Now we're going to go out for margaritas.
Yes, margarita time. Well, I'm not going. I have a show, but you guys
That's
have
okay.
fun.
Well,
It's all
we
right.
will.
You guys have plenty to talk about. You're going to be hungover tomorrow. I
No,
know
I'm
it.
not. Possible.
Showing Off is brought to you by Base Creatives and produced by Scott Frederick, Ellis Frederick, Sam Fong, Brian Newman, and Angie Pontani. Showing Off is recorded at Brooklyn Podcasting Studios with sound engineer Josh Wilcox. Audio and video post-production editing by Ricky Fernandez. Production coordinator Sam Kuna. Set design by Stephen Hamill. And our theme song, Take Me Back to Brooklyn, is written and performed by yours truly, Brian Newman. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Showing Off Pod for even more content from this week's episode.
And don't forget to leave a rating and review.
I dropped her big on the floor, pour me a whiskey.